Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Dina Hype coming back at you guys with a brand new video, and I hope you guys are having a great day so far. In today's video, what you guys are going to be seeing is, as you guys know, Call of Duty Modern Warfare has just kind of leaked, or Infinity Ward has just now leaked and put out there some of their brand new 2v2 gunfight game mode for multiplayer. So basically what we have seen is some multiplayer gameplay. Some people have been saying this isn't really multiplayer because multiplayer doesn't come out till August 1st, and that is correct. August 1st is whenever the whole community reveal event is going to be, where we're going to see everything multiplayer related. So anything that comes out on that date is going to be able to say, we can now say this will be confirmed, this is going to be within Modern Warfare. But today what we're going to be discussing is, as you guys have probably seen all over Twitter, after watching the reveal event off of the 4 live streams here, off of, I believe it was Courage JD, TP, Pro Syndicate, and then Legion, something that I've seen from a lot of Call of Duty YouTubers, or even on Twitch and other live streaming platforms, people have been saying that the gameplay seemed a little bit clunky. And I did make a point on this in my video that I made, kind of covering all the details for the trailer and for the gameplay. I personally did not like the way the multiplayer looked. Now, I did say in the video that the graphics looked good, the weapons looked pretty clean, the whole way the game worked, it looked very nice. It's just the gameplay itself, the way the movement was, did not look very interesting, if I had to say so myself. Now, there is 2 articles that we're going to be discussing in today's video. The first one basically is Infinity Ward, a developer from them, is going to be responding to the concerns about multiplayer being a little bit different. The second one we're going to be discussing is the new Modern Warfare multiplayer details being revealed, and this is going to have to do with some interactive maps and possibly night vision within Modern Warfare. Now, we're going to be getting straight into things now. Before I go any further, please remember, if you guys are brand new to the channel, I know a lot of people have not been doing this. If you guys are brand new and you guys want to stay up to date with everything Call of Duty related whenever it comes to updates, patch notes, DLC weapons, game modes for Black Ops 4, or even staying up to date with leaked news for Modern Warfare, all you guys got to do is hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, and you guys will never miss a thing. And also, if you guys are going to enjoy this video, do not forget to drop a like. But without further ado, let's get straight into things. Now, like I said, there's going to be an article in the description. There's going to be 2 links. So if you guys want to read everything for yourself, you guys can do so. Or if you guys want to just listen along as I read everything, you guys can do that as well. But to start off here, we're going to go ahead and start off with the topic of the Modern Warfare developer responding to concerns about multiplayer being a little bit different. Now, following the first sneak peek of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer gameplay, with popular streamers showing off a new gunfight mode, Infinity Ward have responded to concerns that the gameplay is a little bit too different from the classic Call of Duty games. Now, the gunfight mode scrapped lots of standard COD features like creative class, the minimap, healing, and a few other things. Now, this is leaving fans with cause for concern. Now, with so many signature Call of Duty aspects left out, there was an understandable worry that multiplayer would be too much of a departure from what players are used to. Now, something I want to go ahead and point out for you guys is the main purpose of what Infinity Ward was trying to do with this Call of Duty is they were trying to make it as realistic as possible. Now, the whole thing with making a game realistic is Call of Duty isn't realistic. Call of Duty has some ways of the game where you see people running around sliding and specialists, and the way how people can take bullets and core and not die. Call of Duty's not made to be realistic. It's made to be fun, something that everybody can kind of go over, just hang out, play some COD after school, after work, after whatever you got to do in the day, and just go home and chill and play some Call of Duty. They're trying to make this to where it's like a documentary. I've seen this tweet so many times on Twitter and even on Instagram. The memes already coming out, to where it's basically, if you want to have fun, play Call of Duty. If you want to learn about the history and know about war, go play Battlefield. It is as simple as that. It's almost like Infinity Ward looked at Battlefield and was like, copy, paste, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Here you go. Now, there were a lot of positives too, of course, with this gameplay, such as improved graphical fidelity, better weapon animations, and a plus side on the sounds with other aspects to be excited about. But if the classic COD feel isn't there, it could be all in vain. Now, to squash some of these worries, lead multiplayer developer at Infinity Ward Joe Secot, sorry if I butchered the name, responded to a fan asking if the rest of the game outside of gunfight would be more traditional, and Secot gave a very promising answer, stating plainly that gunfight is just the taste. Now, there will be definitely more traditional gameplay features throughout the multiplayer, and if you guys are curious exactly what the whole tweet said, FPS 24/7 was the name of the person who asked, and they say, and I quote, "Is the rest of the multiplayer like this, or is more traditional as so far isn't my thing. I didn't like Siege, and this mode seems very, very similar." Quote. And Joe Secot came back and said, quote, "Definitely have traditional multiplayer. This is just a taste." Quote. So basically what he's saying is, at this point, all we're getting is just a nibble of the sandwich. It's like a big sandwich of what this game is going to be. And all we've gotten is just a little piece torn off at the end. And we have to kind of wait until we get a little bit more information. Now, dropping another morsel of information, Secot also responded to concerns about motion blur, which was fairly prominent in the reveal. I don't know if you guys noticed it at all. I certainly did notice it. But thankfully, like 2016's Infinite Warfare, players will have the toggles for adjusting motion blur, one for weapons and one for the world. Now, this was actually asked in a tweet from another person, and it says here, and I quote, "At Joe Secot, when playing IW at COD XP, I noticed there was considerable motion blur. Thankfully, we were able to turn it off on release. With Modern Warfare, I've noticed motion blur again. I would hope this is a feature we can remove once again upon release, as well as film grain." Quote. And Joe Secot went again and responded saying, quote, "Planning on two options to toggle motion blur, one for gun and one for the world." Quote. Now, by then, we should have a much better understanding of the full breadth of the mode by the time the whole game actually releases, with a lot of more to be shown off. Now, some things I want to go and point out for you guys. I believe I covered this in the previous video I made covering the whole reveal event. I personally, whenever seeing the game, there is a lot of games you guys can compare Modern Warfare to. Whenever I look at just the way the whole screen looks and the way how the movement is, it reminds me a lot of Rainbow Six. I don't know what it is. Some people were saying Battlefield, some people said Rainbow Six, some people said Call of Duty Ghosts. I personally saw Rainbow Six a lot within this Call of Duty game. Let me know in the comments, what did you guys see the most out of? Was it another different Call of Duty? Did you guys see a Call of Duty like one of the other Modern Warfare games? Did you guys see a Call of Duty Ghosts? Did you guys see Rainbow Six? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But moving on here with the next topic, if you guys are reading along or you guys want to go ahead and click that second link in the description, you guys can go ahead and do that now. Now, this one has to talk about the new interactive maps and possibly night vision within Modern Warfare. Now, Infinity Ward are going to be introducing new and revitalized elements to the Call of Duty formula that will give Modern Warfare various ways of immersing the players into the combat. Now, Call of Duty fans around the world have been getting their first taste of Modern Warfare gameplay, and so far fans are starting to get a feel of what the developers are going for in the upcoming title. Now, while there's been a lot of information coming out since Infinity Ward July 11th gameplay reveal, they previously invited numerous content creators to try out the Modern Warfare game like we've just talked about. Now, moving on here, the rule the night better with the night vision. Now, from YouTuber Driftor, in his latest video, he gave more information about things he saw during his time with the latest version of Modern Warfare, which will has surprises in store for eager fans. Even though fans will be familiar with night vision goggles and Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, it seems Infinity Ward will be bringing back that to some degree, but it will be better than ever now. Now, whether a player had night vision goggles on or not in COD 4, it didn't really make a difference, but from what Driftor saw during his time with the game, the developers have a few things in store to really make the feature worth it. Now, it does say here, and I quote, "There are some multiplayer maps where it was very important to use the night vision goggles." Driftor said, "Night vision goggles have their own interesting mechanics and meta game when it comes to lighting and how you aim down sights under the goggles." Quote. So basically, it's like if you guys look at the way Black Ops 4 games are, or maps are now, if you guys look at Hostage in the Twilight, it's very, very dark. Or even in previous games, whenever you guys look at Modern Warfare 2, there was some dark maps. I believe Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 had a few night or darker side maps. It's one of those things where the night vision goggles are not going to be really useful unless you're on a very dark map, or if you absolutely need to have the night vision goggles. Maybe if you're seeing through smoke, maybe you guys can use them. But moving on here with the interactive maps going to be inside of Modern Warfare. Now, Battle Harsh Call of Duty players now know multiplayer maps inside and out, but it looks like they're going to have to get the extra elements to pay attention to the Modern Warfare. Now, this was according to YouTuber Driftor again. All doors will be openable, and he also made the mention that there will be other interactables like light switches that could play into the night vision goggles and garage doors. So as you guys know, whenever it comes to Black Ops 4, you guys can see kind of the way the maps work. There are doors, there are kind of interaction or interactive things you guys can go up to. There's buttons, I believe, on Payload, I believe is the name of the map. You guys can make the walkway on the side of the map actually go up and down. There is a doors inside of Lockup. You guys can make the garage doors go up and down. So we've already kind of seen interactive ways of the Call of Duty maps in the past. So this is nothing too surprise to any of us. But the way of how light switches could come into factor now, that might be something interesting to keep an eye out for. Now, with the developers still working on the game, this could definitely give players a reason to think twice before approaching a map how they previously did. Now, another thing just to add on for just some fun bonus info, Modern Warfare is already playable on PC. While this might be more niche to some people, PC players have long felt ignored by the Call of Duty interest in the past. Driftar made note that the studio had PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of the game available to their testees, but there was also a smooth running PC version available. Now, it says here, quote, "But I got to play on PC 1440p 144 FPS with no frame drops, no weird performance issues, no weird crashes, no problems whatsoever." Quote. Now, this was coming from Driftor, the YouTuber, like I said. So he got to go and play, and he actually got to get on PC and play the game for himself to test it out and see how it works. And in English, I guess if you guys don't understand any of that, it means that the game's pretty freaking good. Now, this will be a godsend for those in the Call of Duty community that prefer the PC, seeing as this entry to the franchise might be developed hand in hand with the console versions. Now, other than that, that's everything that we have for you guys. Only other things I can really put out for you guys or kind of point out that you guys might need to know is, like I said, the game is clunky whenever it comes to the movements. The graphics are good, the weapons are good. We need to see a little bit more, I think, on everything whenever it comes to the game. As we see more information, we'll be able to get a better input on what exactly we are thinking about Modern Warfare. But other than that, that's all the information that I have for you guys. I will be possibly having either another video out today or I'll put out the video tomorrow. I got another video kind of whenever it comes to Modern Warfare. It's something you guys are going to want to pay attention to. More information kind of regarding stuff coming on August 1st. So stay tuned for that video. But like I said, if you guys are brand new, do not forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like I said, if you guys want to stay up to date with the Call of Duty news whenever it comes to Black Ops 4, whether it be updates, patch notes, DLC weapons, game modes, new multiplayer info, blackout info, zombies, maps, everything Call of Duty related whenever it comes to Modern Warfare, Black Ops 5, even Call of Duty Mobile whenever it comes to leaked news or info, All you guys gotta do is hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, and you guys will never miss a thing. And also, if you guys went on to enjoy, don't forget to drop a like. It's always much appreciated if you do so. But if you guys want to head down in the description, all my socials are down there. And also, if you guys want to check out any of my sponsors and help support me, links to everything are in the description, as well as the codes to get yourself some discounts at any of the websites. And also, if you guys want to help out by clicking that link down there where it says merchandise, it'll take you guys directly over to my merch store, and you guys can cop yourself some of the Hype Nation merch. But without further ado, guys, it's been your boy Dina Hype. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.